special guest this camp of the year, Mr. Rob Gronkowski, New England Patriots. I know if we were going to give him a gift, it would probably be a GPS. Oh, okay, all right.
We don't want GPS.
All right, we don't want GPS. But hey, he's giving us time here to come to you, talk a little bit about his experience in the game of football and in probably school and how he got to the point where he is. Rob was number 40, and he was the 42nd overall draft pick in 2010 by the New England Patriots. That's pretty high up there. He came out of the University of Arizona. Anybody know what position he plays? Tight end. Sure. All right. He also, as a rookie, you can correct me if I'm wrong, Rob, had 42 receptions, 10 of those for touchdowns, right? Which was a New England Patriots record for any receiver, and especially a rookie tight end receiver. 10 touchdowns in one season.
A good receiver.
On the NFL record, he was the number 2 rookie tight end in number of receptions for touchdowns in his rookie season. You know who number 1 was?
By tight end?
Yeah.
Oh, it wasn't number 1.
No, you were number 2 according to this.
No, 2 ever.
2 ever, yeah. Who's number 1?
Mike Dicker.
Mike Dicker, all right, he's a Hall of Famer, right? All right, probably the most impressive thing about Rob, though, at the University of Arizona, and I don't know how you pull this one off, but he earned the University of Arizona Student Athlete of the Month honors for April 2008 as a pre-business major. All right?
I like that one.
I don't know what happened the other month, but
They only
did it once?
Yeah, it was unfair to all those guys.
All right, so listen, enough of me talking. Here's Mr. Rob Gronkowski. Let's give him a round of applause.
How you doing, all?
Good.
I'm Rob.
I like your hat. And Justin. I love your coat. I know.
What, you guys have fun tonight out there?
Yeah.
How old are you guys? What's the age group? Nice. So about 9, 10, 11 years old? All right, that's cool. First off, I'd just like to talk about, we'll start off with the subject about team, being as a teammate, playing with a team and everything. I mean, of course, football, you got 22 people out on the field at once, 22 different positions, and obviously, you can't win a game by yourself playing the game of football. It's all about team spirit and everyone being a team player. I mean, the quarterback, the linemen, the wide receivers, tight ends, they all got to be on the same pace. And connecting with your fellow friends, being friends with everyone on your team, hanging out all the time, listening to your coaches on how to do your assignments, your blocking drills, how to catch and all this. Everyone does their job together, and everyone participates, works hard, hustles everywhere. Just basically, the team will come together, and you'll be winning games when it comes down to game time with all the practice, everyone working together, everyone being friends, everyone being cool with each other. And that's about the team spirit, about football, no individuals at all. And just basically, and also, you can't get to where you are without working hard. Every day you step on the field, you want to give it all you have. I mean, out there, did anyone slack today? Come on. You sure?
Yeah. I did, I'm sorry.
Definitely. It's okay. You guys can beat them up. But definitely slacking every time you step up on the field. You don't want to just sit there being the guy not hustling, not being the team player. You want to be out there having fun. Of course, that's the #1 priority, is having fun out there. Listening to your coaches at all times, hustling, everything like that. And on top of it, I like to talk about how to eat healthy a little bit, because I'm a big kind of guy into eating healthy. I mean, obviously you guys probably eat all the fast food, McDonald's and all, but
I eat fruit all day.
same time you want to also listen to your parents. You don't always want to be eating fast food.
The blueberry yogurt is where it's at.
See, yogurts, your fruits, your bananas, apples, that's all good for you too. I mean, you can have that fast food once in a while. You guys are just kids. There you go. But at the same time, you always want to think in your mind, eat healthy, eat your grains, your fruit, your meats, all that good stuff. And on top of it, I like to talk about school too. As he was saying, I was scholar athlete April 2008, which I kind of get a little grief from my teammates out in Arizona, because we all, push each other's buttons when everyone gets the Student Athlete of the Month. But it's a big honor. It looks good for your team. It looks good for yourself. It looks good for your family. And being a student athlete keeps you going to where you want to keep going. If you want to play ball in college, you got to have good grades in high school in order to get into college. So it's not like ball comes naturally, because you got to be having good grades in order to play. Just like when you guys reach high school, you're going to have a certain GPA, a certain average, in order for your coach to let you play, as long as I was at my high school. And also, I mean, talking as a team and everything, who's got brothers and sisters?
One right here.
You guys right there?
I got sister.
That's cool. Well, I grew up with 4 brothers, and I was blessed to have all 4 brothers, because it was super cool. And the best thing about brothers and family, I'm telling you, I stay real close with my family right now and my 4 other brothers, and we still talk to this day. But growing up, every activity in the backyard, we were always playing basketball, we were always playing football, we were always staying active. I mean, if we were always beating up on each other, I mean, I won every fight. Did you win your fights for sure, brother?
Oh, yeah. I won them at school like 4 times.
Really? I hope they weren't real. But like I was saying, having your brothers and sisters around, it's a lot of fun to play with them, especially growing up, playing activities, no matter what the activities are. Football, basketball in the backyard, even if you have a sister and she wants to play one of her games or something. But it's real fun growing up with your brothers. Stay in touch with them at all times, always have fun. And it's a great thing to have growing up as brothers and sisters. And if you don't have a brother or sister joining teams like football, everyone's like your family and everyone's like your brother on your team. And I mean, that's really all. I mean, I know you guys are going to have a lot of questions, so we'll start answering some.
Raise your hand.
Right there.
Did you struggle with football?
Yes, I did. When I first started, I was in 7th grade, and my very first game, I got hurt and never played a game again that whole year until 8th grade. And I mean, I wasn't really out there, just didn't really know what I was doing. I got hurt, but it was all right. Got back, kept learning the game, kept getting coached, going through high school and all, and just happened to come along naturally after that. But definitely took a lot of coaching and work. The hat.
What other sports did you play with
Oh, that's a great thing is too. I like to emphasize sports. That's a good question. Is not just focusing on one sport as a kid. I played about 5 different sports growing up. Started with baseball and hockey as a young kid. And then I started playing basketball and football when I started getting in high school. So those were the 4 I played majority in. Baseball, basketball, and football I played all through high school, all 4 years, all 3 sports. So it's a big thing to have varying your sports, because it's a lot of fun mixing and matching while you're growing up before you pick one. Yeah.
What was your favorite sport playing growing up?
It was definitely hockey growing up. I started when I was the youngest, and I mean, I stopped playing in 9th grade though, because I started playing basketball, but hockey was my funnest.
Oh. How long did it take you to get in the NFL?
21 years. I mean, I went through college, high school, and then college for 3 years, and then the NFL. So when I started playing football, 7th grade all the way through college.
What inspired you to play football?
I had older brothers. I mean, whatever my older brothers usually were doing, I was doing. So they all played football starting at 7th grade, so I wanted to. And they were all in high school, so I like playing sports. So I went out, started playing football, and ever since kept playing. Red.
What's the amount you get paid?
Next question. Nothing now.
Nothing. I'll tell you Brady's contract though.
Is it $1 million or $3 million?
Brady's is. Right there in the thing.
Were you better in most other sports? Like when you first started out football, were you better in hockey and other sports than you were?
Yes, definitely, because I started playing those when I was younger. So when I first started out playing football, I was just getting used to the game, starting to learn it. But I was playing baseball and hockey when I was really young. So, but then after a couple of years, I caught up back on the football, I would say. was better than football than like baseball and hockey. Under Armour.
Did you always play tight end, like when you started?
No, I started off at QB in 7th grade. How many QBs we got? Just one? That seems like the most real QB. That's what I'm talking about. But I started off at QB, and then the following year I started playing tight end, and ever since I've been playing tight end. Yellow hat.
Are any of your brothers pro?
Are any of my brothers pro? Yes, my oldest brother played with, he got drafted for baseball and played in the minor leagues for the Angels. And then my 2 other brothers, one plays for the Dallas Cowboys and the other plays for the Denver Broncos.
Yeah!
No one's Denver or Dallas fans, right?
Right here, guys, Coach Tyler.
I'm a Broncos guy, I apologize.
Oh, bro, it's all good. Well, that's my brother.
I'm an Elway guy.
Oh,
Have been forever.
right there.
Do you think there's going to be a football season next year?
Yes, I do. That's a good question. I'm hoping next month it'll be south and we get to play ball.
Next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Troy.
Troy. Favorite team to play against? I'd say the Buffalo Bills because I grew up in Buffalo, so it's fun playing against my team I grew up against.
Right here in the green. Cheerleader in the green.
Have you ever wanted to be
Growing up, did I ever want to be? I definitely knew I wanted to be a professional something for sports, but I really wasn't sure if it was football, baseball, or basketball. But throughout high school and growing up, I wanted to play football in college. That was my goal, is to become a professional in football. And the Bruins. Sure.
Are you going to play next year?
Yes. Hoping so.
Robbie.
What's your 40 time and what's your standing broad jump?
Oh.
We can test it if you need it.
My 40 time, I haven't timed it since last year. It was a 4.7, and the standing broad jump was 9.11. It's 9 feet 11.
We got a little ways to go.
Oh, that. I want to see that. How old are you when you played?
I was in 7th grade, so
13, 12, 13.
about 13 years old.
Right, cheerleader in the black. Yeah.
Like at what age? I don't know. Like I started when I started playing football. I started liking that more, and I was doing football, hockey, basketball, baseball at the same time. I was playing hockey when I was really young, but I started not to like it as much going into high school. So I just stopped playing hockey, and just felt like throughout high school football was my favorite.
Red shirt in front of Matt Koepp. Yep, you.
Is it fun playing against your brothers?
I haven't played versus them yet, but this year we have playing both, so it'll be fun.
Virgil.
Who supported you the most?
I would say my family, my brothers and my parents.
Top row in the back. Picture.
What was the team you did back then?
What's that? Getting the most? Oh, what teammate I didn't like?
Go team.
Oh, a team I didn't like. I would have to go with the Jets.
Right here.
What do I think of it? It's kind of silly, but hopefully it gets resolved next month.
What's the first injury that you've gotten in football?
When I was in 7th grade, I broke my ankle. And that's about all.
Okay, very good. Okay, yeah.
Would tight end be your first choice of a position to play?
Yes, it is.
You're going to cheerleading first the next.
If you could play a professional sport, what would it be? Besides not football.
Besides not football?
Okay, so if there's any sport you could play and be
Other than football.
equal as Other than football.
All right, I got it. I'll go with baseball. A baseball pitcher. That's what I would do.
2 more questions. One right here. Good. Yep.
What inspired you to become a tight end?
Just the way I was built and the height I had. I mean, going in when I started playing it, we really didn't have a tight end in the team. I was kind of tall and kind of a little fast, so they just stuck me there, and I stuck with it.
All right, last. Mr. Casey. Mr. Casey. Last question.
Did you play defense when you were younger before?
Yeah, I played defensive end all the way throughout high school. Is that what you are too?
So am I.
Okay, hey. Before we break it up here, is it okay when we break it up? Can you sign a couple of jerseys and stuff? We're going to do this in a proper fashion. I'd like to present you with this book, Total Patriots. Here's the rough writer right here, Bob.
It's the history of the team.
History of the team. Someday you'll be in that book. Cheerleaders, anybody have any interest? Let's go on down. Let's go on down.
Give him the book. Rob, you want to write on the book?
No, we're gonna say sign this. No, don't make him sign it.
Yeah, helping the kids, I think it's magnificent. That's great.
Definitely.
Bruins won, and it brings excitement to the city. Isn't it great how each sport feeds off the other and helps?
Yes, it is great. I mean, it's fun watching other sports too. I mean, in the off season, you're not playing a sport, so it's fun to watch other sports. Contain like watching like the Bruins in the playoffs, Celtics in the playoffs. It's a lot of fun just cheering them on too, because they're like your local team. They're like your next door neighbor basically. So it was cool watching the Bruins win it all, and it was exciting too.
It's not like the Patriots need any extra oomph, but that does bring even more people into the fold, I think.
Yes, definitely. It brings everyone into the fold. I mean, it just shows that how great New England fans are, because they're out there for every team.
But I was like amazed. You're doing this with a lot of different camps, it seems.
Yes, it's cool just going out there, talking to the kids, and just hoping that they get something out of it for the day and move on with the future and do well.
And maybe you find the next Brady or
I mean,
the next Kurt Schilling.
There's always the next Brady or next Kurt Schilling. It always happens.
What about the next Gronkowski?
Right.
That's it, Gronkowski.
Well, that was the implied. That was the understatement.
One thing about this book is you're not in it because you haven't won a Super Bowl
That's
yet.
good.
So
I
once
mean,
if we win
that's
another
not
Super
good.
Bowl, we'll have another edition of this Total Patriots.
This is all. You got to win a Super Bowl to get in here.
We have to update it. You guys got to win. You got to be a winner.
Oh, you update it after every Super Bowl.
After every winner. You got to win it.
No
pressure's on.
Soon to be. My name in here within the next century.
All right, fellas. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Rob
All
Gronkowski.
right, no problem.
Yep. Thanks, Paul Manganaro.
Yeah, you got it. Thanks, Joe.
Who wants
Bob
these markers?
Hildeberg.
I
And-
can't let you
You don't want to keep them?
And Bob Hildeberg here, who was our guest last Friday night. And look at that, it's June 23rd, and less than a week later, you're back on the air. Thanks, WinCam. Thanks, everyone.
We're going to settle. We're going to settle. We're going to have a football season.
This is Rob Gronkowski on Visual Radio.